You're just like...
Yeah, I'm a Becky now.
You went from being the Chad to the Becky. Those are like the two joke name white people. We're just going to have to change your name.
No.
Sorry to anyone named Becky.
I haven't yet turned into a Karen, all right? Can I see your manager?
You guys wake up the next morning. Chad, you came down. You're looking for a PSL.
Oh, God. Give me some coffee.
The closest they have is coffee with some seasonal creamer.
I'll take it. Thanks, Betch.
Mary just nods at you and says, yes, of course. You're welcome. And then he just goes back to running his little establishment.
So, like, guys, do you think Ted's back yet?
Ted. We can go check.
You saw her in Making Merry last night.
Yeah, Ted was here last night.
Oh, you said that?
Mm-hmm. She was in the corner talking to people, which is why I asked if.
Oh, missed that hard. Yep.
So, you guys wanna go downstairs and look for Chad and check in on Remy?
Yes.
Or just check on Tad and check in on Remy?
Yep.
All right. Yep. They are both down in the office, working away. You do not see a third person in there right now.
Oh my god, like Ted's back.
Looks. Oh, hi everyone. How are you all doing?
We have been on a journey.
Yeah, it's been an adventure for everyone, I think. But hopefully your troubles are over now, and we can all just move on. Yeah. Tell me. But you didn't come down here to gab. What can I help you with?
Oh no, like we came down here to gab.
Oh. Well, isn't that a pleasant? Isn't that just pleasant when friends come to chat? How have you all been? What's new in your life? It's been a while since we talked.
You're like, where did you go?
Oh, I had to go take care of some things at home, but everything's fine now. Yeah, everything's good now. Yeah. What about yourself, Rhys?
Oh, look, I think I'm getting married, and look, Chadwick found his baby, and then like the baby was a big baby, and
Speaking of getting married, I did finish reading through the contract, and I have my notes because you asked Remy to read through the contract, and then told him you needed it immediately, and then left.
Right, I remember.
So he hands you a heavily underlined and notated copy of the marriage contract. Because it's mostly great, just language clarification, because I'm assuming the original was in Gnomish, so it just making sure that you clarify certain verbiage. But I think it's a great contract, Rhys. I honestly, it's fine.
Oh, okay. So, look, I should get married then?
If you want, it's a great contract.
So, like, yes?
I mean, I'm not your lawyer, but I don't see why not. I would take this deal. So
okay.
Yeah.
Like double wedding, Chadwick?
Chad looks over at you, little smile crosses her face, and she goes, "Wow, Chadwick, do you have a lady or a gentleman or another humanoid on the down low that you have not told us about, young man?"
No, I don't think so.
Well, if you ever want to gab, if you ever want advice, just let me know.
Yeah, I'll come here, I guess.
She looks over at you, Rhys, and she goes, "And you, sir, must invite me to the ceremony."
Oh, of course, you're like one of my best friends.
Why, thank you, Rhys. This is wonderful. All right, so you're getting married. You met your child, chat. That's a big step. What about the rest of y'all? Any good family news from the rest of you?
I have wonderful family news. My father was murdered, so we had to go back and comfort my poor mum. She's just been awfully terrible, but it was so nice to be home. I miss her, and I loved her so much, and yeah.
Tad is trying to figure out what to say to you, because normally death is like a let's console him thing, but you seem very okay with it. So she just goes, "Well, I'm glad you're handling everything all right, Paelias. great to see you in good spirits after such an ordeal.
Well, thank you, Tad. That means a lot to me. I'm truly feeling wonderful, positive to the day ahead.
Wonderful. And she just looks at you.
I don't really. She looks at Vaan and like, Rhys is getting married.
Well, Vaan, I am sure your time will come soon. There has got to be a special person out there for you.
Oh, okay.
Rhys takes the contract and like balls it up and puts it in his bag.
Wonderful. Well, let me think. What's new with me? I went to go visit home, took care of some things, came back here. Dell's gonna want to speak to you when you get back, when you're here, I'm sure. Remy did such a wonderful job holding down the fort, and they told me that you helped out with that, so thank you, boys, ever so much for that assistance. And Remy's new hire that Remy brought in is just working out so wonderful, just taking shifts with us, making sure all of our bases are covered, and Remy can finally get a good night's sleep, take care of themselves. It's just been working out so great for us now. Things are looking up, boys.
So, Ted, you were visiting family?
Well, I was visiting home. Yeah, yes, Chad.
What's at home that made you go there?
Well, they reached out to me about a little problem they were having.
What kind of a problem was that?
I don't want to bore you boys with the details. Just something came threatening them, and they needed a little more power than they have at their disposal. They're not fighters, you understand. Well,
I'd love to know what problems there are in the world.
Well, there was just something troubling one of the children, and trying to get at it, and it was causing a disruption night after night. So I came and I sat vigil for a few nights and tried to take care of it, but it just kept coming back. So the final recourse was, of course, to get rid of the problem at the root. That took a few weeks to handle, I think. It took a while to handle that, but we eventually exterminated the problem at the root. Everything's fine and dandy now. They have not had a single disturbance since then.
That's awful vague of you.
Well, I mean, it's not great, but there was a She leans in close and she goes, I can trust you because Dale trusts you, right?
Of course.
Well, when y'all killed that general of Axim, it was the first time that we had really seen that happen. And, it seems Axim works in mysterious ways, and, she had caused a new scourge to be birthed onto the earth. Dell saw it early, so before it was able to rise to full power and take over as the new 12th general and just wreak havoc on this world, we took care of it before then.
That's interesting. So, is there going to be another one now?
Possibly, but Axon's a wily one, so she probably will catch on that Dell is able to track down these monsters of her creation, and she may have to get a little bit more crafty when causing the next one to pop up. Just like a good gardener has to keep weeding the garden, persistent weeds will try to find a way, and you just got to be vigilant. You just got to keep your eye out, and you got to properly tend the garden periodically. And as long as you do that, you'll stay ahead of the game. She has not won, and she will not win as long as we have, you boys and Dell on our side.
So, look, what's this 12th general thing like? What does that even mean? The big followers of Axon, the one that you killed up near Herb, the goat creature. The goat man? I'll remember that.
Axon tried to replace him, But before he could awaken to his full power, we were able to cut that off again. And as long as we stay on top of it, I'll be able to make sure that for every, creature of Axon that you take care of, I'll make sure that they stay dead and that she doesn't replace them.
Oh my god, can we kill another goat man?
Well, I don't know about a goat man, but there may be another one for you to take care of. Dell is daily praying to Rob for guidance about where the next one for you to focus on is. And, I thought he was close to one last night, so he may be at it now. If you go check with him. I know he was looking for you, asking after you when you were coming back.
Who's Rob?
His god.
That's like a strange name for a god. It just sounds like a dude at like the store you would meet with like a backwards hat on.
Well, the gods do work in strange and mysterious ways, but when you see Dell's power, you just know he's on the right side.
Okay. Well, thanks for all this, Tad. We really missed you.
Chad, are you all right? Forgive me. I'm just very cognizant of tone, and I'm worried that you're concerned. Is there something you want to ask me, or something I can help with?
No, I think I'm all good. Sorry, it's just this. I think I got the flu last night. I just don't feel so well this morning.
Oh, all right. Well, take care of yourself. Dell tells us you are an important player in our, religious journey, and we need you healthy.
Oh, I'm sure I'll be fine in a couple of hours.
All right then. Let me know if I can do anything for you, or if you need anything from Remy. And Dell should be back in his quarters if you're looking to check in with him.
Yeah, I think we should do that.
Yep. So you guys can leave and go back to Dell's quarters. He lets you in when you make yourself known. He looks a little tired. Has tried to cover up the bags under his eyes with, makeup and gold paint. But you can still tell he's pretty weary. He's been focusing on trying to find the next, trying to get as many visions as he can now that things are in motion. And he's now fighting on two fronts of trying to find things for you guys to fight and trying to keep Axon from, going on the offensive. So he looks at you when he comes in and he goes, "Oh, good, you're back. How are things?
Things are better with us than they are with you. You look rough, bud.
I'll be fine after...
You don't look so good.
I will be fine after a sleep. It's just, I had a breakthrough around 3 a.m. Think we have actionable intel.
What's that?
I believe Axon is trying to interfere with my visions with Rob. It took me a while to be able to tell the difference between the visions, but there are perceptible differences between Rob visions and Axon visions, and I was able to figure it out, so I have a clear picture of where her next most terrible follower may be.
Is it a goat?
It is not a... It's a little abstract.
I don't know what kind of animal that is.
It's not well, it's better if you just see it. And he pulls out a big pointillism piece of art that he's done over the past couple of days. It has a container that is knocked over, water spilling out from it. Around the container. The container is knocked over in such a way as to make a cavernous opening. The shadows among that cavern display great depth. And around the container is just flurries of snow. Flurries of snow and a large open expanse.
Ugh.
And he goes, "Now, I think you guys know where this is going. Because it took me a while because I thought it was static for the longest time. But Rob would never leave me astray, of course, and it's not static, it's snow. And now we all know where there's a large, snowy expanse.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, let's all say it together.
Canada?
Russia?
No, you've been there before, North Highland.
Yeah.
Where you guys did
With the
version 1.
Dragonborns.
Yes, the Dragon Ball capital would be a fantastic place to start. You're already introduced to the leadership there, so they should be able to help. Surely they've heard some rumors or some local legend that would
It's
talk
been
about
such
this.
a long time. Like, I barely remember it. I feel like we should meet everyone again like it's the first time.
Side note, you definitely will.
I was kidding. It was just a joke
No.
for the listeners if they want.
No,
No.
your joke needs to be, I almost feel like I was a different person back then.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, side note, for the pre-recording, the boys did do a quest in North Highland and they met a bunch of people up there. So they will act like they've met them before. I will introduce the scenery and the people as if they never have.
And we won't remember them. So
Yeah.
No.
that's fine.
Wink.
But like they will interact with you guys like they have met you before. But I will introduce them as if no one has.
Okay.
So it's like you guys it's like all these people from your past that are coming up that you know, wink wink, but maybe
Yeah.
have never heard of before that moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So he goes, I think that's where you need to start. If you're mendable to it, I guess I should have asked if you guys are still on this journey with us.
Oh, I think more than ever.
Wonderful. Yes. All right.
So, it seems that maybe did, like, killing the goat man last time cause more problem? Like, more get bad than it did good?
No. She tries to make new ones, but I'm able to see visions of that, so we're able to stop them before they happen.
Right, so maybe if we didn't kill this next one, but somehow, like, contained it?
Well, if you're able to figure out how to do that, that would be fantastic. Then we could take it to to some sympathetic knowledge clerics, and they could study it. Yeah, if you're able to do that, that'd be fantastic. How do you plan to do that?
I don't know. I thought maybe you'd have an idea.
I mean, you could use like the jar spell, but do you know the jar spell?
No?
I mean, I can talk to dogs, maybe.
Well, then the jar spell's not gonna work. Then
What spell?
Some sort of jar, soul jar or something, right?
Oh, okay. I was like, jar spell? Like, I would hope that'd be a level 1, like, conjuration.
Yeah, like,
No,
I made
the,
a jar.
magic jar. Magic jar, your body falls into a catatonic state as your soul leaves it and enters the container you use for the spell's material component. Basically you can throw a soul into a jar. I think there's another one where you can throw it into a gem or something. Or yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could use a variation on the jar spell.
What about, do you think banishing it from this plane of existence would work?
I mean, that would send it to a harmless demiplane. That could theoretically work. Yes.
What if I just, like, hit it hard with my hammer, and then, like, we grab its leg and pull it?
I mean, if you're able to, yeah, that all valid suggestions. Whatever you see fit. You just killed the last one, so I just figured you'd kill this one. But if you want to approach it differently, I'm leaving that choice up to you. You are the ones making this sacrifice. Yes, if you are able to find a way to neutralize it without killing it, that would solve some problems. Yes. Why? How do you know that there were complications? I mean, good that you do know. It's just.
No, we talked to Tad
you talked
about.
to Tad. Yes, she had to handle the complication. Yeah. Poor Tad.
And
also,
you
like,
look all
remember
rough,
when the
so-
sky broke?
Oh,
Like-
no, I only look rough because I've been, visioning a lot to try to get ahead on my visions. But, no. I'll be fine after a good night's sleep. I'm gonna take some sedatives, and then I'll just sleep for like 14 hours, and then I'll be fine.
I mean, okay. Just seems like a lot.
No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm stronger than I look. All of us must make sacrifices for the great trial we are trying to tackle. A few restless nights is no burden on me. But yes, if you're ready to go now that you're here and you've talked to me about it, I'm just gonna go to sleep. If you guys are ready to go, do you need anything else from me before you go?
No, I think we're okay. I mean, I'm okay.
Yeah, don't worry. Like, we'll just grab somebody when we get there and ask them questions. Like, it'll be fine.
All right. Yes, you do. You do know people, so that'll be fine. Yes.
Oh, we
all
do?
right. Then, have a good journey, and I'll see you when you get back.
Don't die.
Don't worry about me. I'm gonna go take a nice long sleep, and then everything will be right.
Okay. Like, hey, do you want to marry me?
No, I'm already technically married.
Oh, I meant, like, do you want to marry me to someone else?
Do you want me to perform the? Yes, I can definitely perform the ceremony. Oh, is this that Du Bois? Du Bois'
Who?
daughter. Du Bois
Oh.
in Ida, his daughter.
Hey, let's talk about it another time. Like, not important.
Yes, I can definitely do the ceremony. Do you want me to schedule it for you?
No.
I can take care of setting it all up. He's a great patron of the guild. It would be great to have that connection.
I don't
I'll get
know.
some tentative. I'll get a tentative date on the books, and then we can talk about it when you get back.
I should
I
probably
guess-
remember who she is.
It was Alexa.
I guess you didn't want me to marry you. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Also,
Okay,
I
it's
realized that, Adam, sorry. I was like- as soon as I said it, I was like, oh shit, I think Chad was going to marry us, and I feel like a dick.
Yes, no, I'll get a tentative date on the books, and then we'll talk about it when you get back.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go to bed. You guys have a good time.
Oh, I'm sure we will.
Great,
Yep.
wonderful. And he shows you out, and he closes the door, and all the lights go out inside.
I'm just gonna, because it's like grassy out in front of his place, right?
He's got like a nice tended garden. He's got a walking path. He's got a
No grass?
No, there's like a patch of grass that they use for meditation.
I'm just gonna go to that grass and just kind of like lay down and look up at the sky.
There's a nice jagged fissure across the
Yep.
sky. Just look up at that. Your handiwork.
Hello, everyone. This is Jason. I just want to take a quick break from the podcast to say thanks for listening. If you have any questions for the cast about anything in general, you can find us on Twitter at RuleOfCoolCast or send an email to theruleofcoolpodcast@gmail.com. If you'd like to be featured on this podcast, you can also contact us on Twitter or by email. Today, we'd like to give a special thanks to anyone who has listened to us this year. This week, The Rule of Cool is sponsored by the year 2020. Our intro, outro, and interstitial music is the song Orchids by You Bred Raptors. You can find their music wherever fine music is sold or at their website, youbredraptors.com. And with that, we'll get back to the podcast.
So, Chadwick's gonna spend a little bit of time staring at this fracture in the sky on this beautiful piece of grass. And then, I don't know that he would necessarily say anything to anybody, assuming they're still around. I think he'd go back to his room and leave his valuables there, take off his armor, and very casually leave and go. I wish I could remember the name of the building.
The aimlessly amiable.
Wait, is that the one, the fun house?
Yes.
He would go there.
The house
That's
of
where
the
he's
aimlessly
going.
amiable. Okay.
Ooh.
That is where he would go.
Okay.
And he would have some money with him and go spend a couple hours there.
It's got to get in practice.
Yep. So the same guard who was out there previously is there. He has
And like I didn't say, like he's in like street clothes. Like he's not just like in his like like.
He gestures to you, sees that you look fine enough, opens the door for you and lets you in. There is the same. It's like midday, so it's not as crowded, but there are, attractive men and women scantily clad in repose who look up at your arrival. There's maybe one or two other patrons inside, and they wait to see, what indications you're going to give of preference and level of desired, like, contact and whatnot. Someone comes up to you with a tray of champagne.
I'll take that. I'll probably take two.
Yeah.
And like throw back one and then hold on to the other one.
Okay.
And let's see.
Do you want man, woman, question mark?
I mean, he would. I don't know how like weird he would go.
There's also like
No, like by weird. Okay, so what I'm wrestling with in my head is: does he try to find someone who looks vaguely like?
That was my next question. Do you want someone?
Or does he go with somebody who doesn't look at all like her? Like I can't decide what he would do at this particular moment.
I feel like if you found someone that looked like her, you probably would just like break down.
There's a Genasi who looks nice. Female Genasi.
I mean, maybe, he would probably just, he might go for somebody who's just kind of like, just nothing that he's used to.
There's a male.
And just,
Cochran.
not like that. No.
Okay.
I don't mean like that. Like,
there's a female Genasi. No. There's a female gnome. Female dwarf.
No, he'll go. I guess
there's a tall, domineering human.
No. That's like his mom. No thanks. Not domineering, I guess. That's like Paelias' mom.
There's
he wasn't into that. He'd probably show some interest in the Genasi.
The Genasi's very pretty, but in like an unearthly way. Whereas,
which is fine.
Yeah, whereas Wanda is more, like you said, comely, in a very respectfully beautiful way. This Genasi, water Genasi is, a more unearthly, magical, kind of intriguing.
Do you want to describe what Genasi, like what those kind of people are? Because it's not like one of like the normal races.
Genasi, it's a playable race.
Yeah, I meant like people know what like dwarves and orcs and stuff like that.
So they are descendants of genies. They're basically so like in D&D, genies have kind of elemental ties. So the Genasi are humanoid looking, with coloring and features that indicate the element of their genie parentage. This being a water genie or a water Genasi has wavy blue hair, very dewy skin. Actually,
yeah, they have like physical characteristics that like kind of match the elements too. Like if it was a red one, like a red Genasi, like he might have like actual flames for his hair.
Most water
flames.
Genasi look as if they've just finished bathing, with beads of moisture collecting on their skin and hair, which I'm calling dewy because I'm a millennial.
Yeah,
they smell of.
I just wanted to make sure like people knew because like that's such like a cool
smell
race.
Of fresh rain and clean water. Blue or green skin is common. She's got like a blue-green going on. And most have somewhat overlarge eyes, blue-black in color. She does have not quite anime eyes, but they're large and complemented by subtle makeup. A water gymnast's hair might float freely, swaying and waving as if underwater, which it does, as it brushes against her shoulders and against, it kind of mermaids over her chest. Some have voices with undertones reminiscent of whale songs or trickling streams. That is what D&D Beyond says about water genasi.
Yeah. No, I'd probably just like indicate that I want to go somewhere private.
She smiles, takes you lightly by the arm and leads you upstairs.
Yep.
She politely indicates that it will be 3 gold.
I'll give her 5.
She treats you well. Do you want to go into it deeper, or
No?
Okay.
God,
You didn't
That's
want to
what I
go
thought.
this deep.
what are the rest
Hold on,
of
I'm
you
not-
doing?
Oh,
Yeah, what, Chad?
okay. No, I have more, but we can definitely do something else.
Yeah, while
Okay.
you're
Not
getting
like a post thing, like after this.
yeah, what are you guys doing while Chad gets his 5 gold worth?
Should we?
So I know that we talked about going shopping after all is said and done, but I think that Vaan would actually go to the orphanage and drop off 20 platinum pieces before
They
shopping.
thank you profusely, and you're starting to get a name with them because you've dropped stuff off to them before. This particular orphanage, so you're starting to get a name as a patron. They try to make small talk with you. Sir, what is? Tell us about yourself. We want to get to know you better. It's not every day we have such a wonderful patron.
I know it's like to have grown up without my parents, and just living out on the streets a lot harder than it should be for anyone to have to do. So I just want to make sure that none of these kids ever have to go through the same thing. So just make sure you take care of them.
Well, we will. And when I think of what we can do for these children with 20 platinum, it's just. I'm sorry. I'm just overwhelmed.
Don't-
It's,
Don't say that out loud. I don't want
no,
people to know that
sorry,
money's
yes,
here,
no,
because
of course.
money
But-
just always brings out
no,
terrible
of course,
things. So
Of course, we would never mention anything. What? Yeah, you probably told them your name was Thomas. Yeah.
yeah.
Mr. Thomas, we would never do anything to, we would never want you to be punished for just having such a good Samaritan soul. It's just, probably more people in the world were like you, Mr. Thomas. It's just,
I mean, if there were more people in the world like me, then you all wouldn't be in this situation. But just take care of them.
so it goes,
Don't-
children, come out here and thank Mr. Thomas for his graciousness. And they all come out and they sing a little song that they've been practicing in choir class. It's not in key. They are not harmonizing well, but it's, a bunch of little children singing, because they realize how, special and important this is.
I'll tear up a little bit.
Yep.
I don't have like any fun things other than money to give them, unless they want black leather shoes. That's the only thing I have in my.
That you have
My,
never
equipment
gotten
that I can part
identified.
with. Yep.
So you do that. The children are very thankful. They each, in turn, thank you, and then curtsy or bow, and then leave the room. Perfectly little well-behaved children being trotted out before the wealthy patron. You probably, yeah.
I'd probably show off like a magic trick or two or whatever, but I'm assuming it's kind of the same thing with like the
Kenku.
The Kenku.
Kenku. Oh yeah, there's the Kenku. Yeah, I have a feeling it's about as successful as it was with the Kenku kids.
Yeah.
Like, they're just like impressed. That
They're
it's
a little bit
something-
more jaded about the world. A little bit, harder to awe, but they still appreciate it. And they know that you're the wealthy patron, probably providing their dinner for the next year. So they, applaud and show appropriate appreciation for anything you want to do. You're
Yeah.
rich enough that they'll show appreciation for anything. Bad poetry, you want to show them your mime skills, they do not care. They'll pretend you're great at anything. You're paying for their health at this point.
Yeah, Like I'm trying to do some other like cooler magic tricks. They don't even care. I'm just like, whatever.
Yep. Rhys, did you go with them?
I assume so. Yes.
Yep. So they also like you, playing on your tail. There's a little Aarakocra child that's like looking at your tail and then looking at his wings and then looking back at your tail and then keeping close to you because he's like, he is also physically different. I have wings.
That's
he has a
cute.
tail. Nobody else has weird things here. So he's just kind of in awe.
Yeah, I would definitely like be a jungle gym essentially for children,
Yeah.
and that's entertaining.
But especially this little Aarakocra child is just like so happy to see someone else who looks very physically different than all the other fairly bland looking humanoids.
Yeah, I'll give him some whatever I have. I don't know if I have anything interesting though. Oh, I guess I'll drop off all of that crap I got from that kitchen. I have like
all
a
the
kitchen's
food?
worth of food. Yeah.
Okay, you can do that, and they're very appreciative of that as well. They offer to serve a feast in your guys' honor tonight if you wanted to stay for that.
I might stay for food.
I mean, you guys can
Always.
You guys can spend the rest of the day playing with the children and then staying for a meal, which they call a feast and you call like the buffet you guys probably have at Mary's every day. That only costs, like a gold and you guys just take advantage of it every day. Yeah. They have like that level of food and they're also appreciative and the little children's eyes go wide because the table has multiple colors of food on it, guys. Look, there's a green and there's a brown and there's an orange and a yellow and another green.
I'm like also like making the food. I'm making food change different colors too with prestidigitation.
A purple?
Like,
I've never seen a purple.
I will start making necklaces out of mergoat scales.
Purple.
Don't know what they look like, but that sounds fun.
Purple is an expensive dye, so they've not seen a lot of purple in their lives.
Right.
Right. You make them mergoat necklaces?
Yeah, why not? They're
Cool.
probably shiny, right?
Yeah, each child has a mergoat necklace now. How many scales do you put on this necklace?
I maybe like 5 on each one, but I have 100.
Yeah.
How much are they worth?
You don't know how much they're worth.
Well, I think I would keep. I will wear one necklace and give one to Vaan, but he'll probably give it away. And that's all the ones I'm keeping.
that's a friendship necklace, dude. No, I'm keeping that.
So there's probably like 12 children here.
Oh, okay. So that only takes up 60 scales then.
Yeah. Plus the one for you.
And the lady who
And
runs
the one for
place.
Vaan. And there's probably 2 sisters currently, or 2 people probably working, including the one that you met when you handed all the stuff over. So that's 80. So you got 20 scales left.
Job well done, Rhys.
Yeah, job well done. So you do that. That's what you guys do throughout the evening. Paelias, what are you doing?
Paelias is thirsty, so he's gonna visit his buddy Mary.
Okay, you go down. Mary's there. Yeah, Paelias, what can I get for you? How are things?
Mary, it's been a little rough. Can you please get me started on a bottomless mimosa pitcher?
Yeah,
Are you sure it's only 11 o'clock in the morning?
of course.
That's why I asked for a mimosa.
Did I stutter?
Bottomless mimosas coming right up there, Pay. You want to talk about it? Making Mary is pretty empty.
Yeah, you may have heard the terrible news that my father has passed away. And I slowly look up with a slight grin.
Why, yes, we had heard that rumor, but no one had bothered to confirm it for us. So, it's nice to know. Whatever has happened with, your family since then? Is your dear old mom still doing okay? Everything going okay there?
She's doing great. She looks as fabulous as ever, and slight complication there. After everything happened and we were to console her, she broke the news that she's going to be the new heir to the throne.
Roll insight.
That part looks awful.
Are we rolling off to see who does it worse? Oh, 16? Yeah, you barely catch, but you do catch on his face a look of relief and joy at the news of your mom. Because everything happens for a reason there, Paelias. If maybe it just wasn't the right path for you. You don't want to be tied down with all that complicated estate running and, political manipulation, do you? You're better out in the field.
I suppose it is a bit of a relief, and I slide like a platinum. Another picture, please.
Yeah, of course. I'll keep them coming. Yeah, it's definitely... It would definitely have been a hindrance to your life, Paelias. I think everything worked out for the best. Yes.
I do agree, and I feel like she's been so lonely lately. This will definitely help her keep her mind occupied, keep herself busy, and I'm sure she'll do a fantastic job running the city.
Yes, she's... I don't know much about her, but I think everything's gonna work out just fine. And, well, if you want to work with us some more, you seem to have handled that situation really efficiently. There's many other terrible people out there who need to be mourned for, if you catch my drift.
I guzzle down the next picture and slam it. I'm listening. Go ahead. Another picture, please.
I mean, I not necessarily public speaking, but we've talked about other people before, Paelias. A particular person that has come up before that neither one of us particularly likes.
Terrence.
Terrence. You have mentioned Terrence. You have handed over the video of Terrence.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, please do go on.
And then there's, always a family or two up in Herb that could use some restructuring. And, recently one of the families over in Hyder's been a little problematic. Honestly, we could, use your help anywhere.
Well, I am quite the busy man. You may have heard that we've already talked to Dell and have something lined up, so it's gonna have to be worth my moment here. We're gonna have to discuss some solid negotiations for my time.
Well, where are you going for Dell? Maybe we can two birds, one stone it.
We'll be heading up north to the North Highlands.
Oh. Huh.
That doesn't sound too good.
Were we supposed to tell people where we're going?
No, of course not. You're in Dell's confidence. He just assumes you wouldn't blab about this.
The pigs had some pictures.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
I was just wondering for myself.
Shit, it's not
true. That was a good question.
Oh, he is now 3 pitchers of mimosas deep. So.
And Paelias has not had a lot of success not lying to people or keeping secrets in the past.
Well,
very in character.
Yeah, North Highland is an intriguing situation. It's weird up there, Paelias. It's weird. So we don't necessarily have anything up there, but maybe you could swing by Mackenzie on your way back. Just a thought. Or, you know what? Take care of what you need to for Dell. Be a team player there. And then when you're done with that, and you're just waiting around twiddling your thumbs again, waiting for whatever God to tell him whatever thing, maybe just swing by us again.
I appreciate that offer, Mary, and I'd have to discuss it with my party, see what's going on, because I'm not going to be able to do it alone, of course.
Of course. Not talking immediates. We would never, send you somewhere without having a discussion about it, without doing a full research and plan on it, and coming up with the appropriate approach and a bead plan to fall back on, and making sure that you had the outfit and resources to be able to take care of things for us. We wouldn't just send you in there blind with, vagaries and nonsense. That's not how we work. We want to make sure you can succeed, So, when you have the bandwidth to handle something, just swing by. I'm sure we can work out I mean, this was obviously personal for you, mourning your poor, dear departed father, but, if it wasn't personal for you, I'm sure we could find a way to make it personal.
I really appreciate that, Mary. You're a wonderful friend, mate.
Yeah,
Speaking of mates, I miss Silverhawk. Does she happen to be around?
Silverhawk, yeah. I think she's out practicing archery at the range. There's like an archery range, like, on this
Around the
block
corner.
that caters to, like, adventurers. Of like, keep your skills sharp, practice here. Guild discount accepted.
Thank you, mate. I think I'm gonna have to stop by and pay a visit.
Okay.
I should be wrapping up here soon. Just 2 more pitches.
Okay, he plops down 2 more pictures. Doesn't touch your platinum piece.
Oh, okay.
He's just feeding you pictures.
Done.
Chadwick, it is probably taken as long as your appointment. You wanted to do stuff at the end of it?
Yeah, so I'll get done there, walk outside, and I think I'll head to
Would you have asked her name at all?
no.
Okay.
Would Gem Vipers have books in it?
It may have a couple arcane tomes.
Okay. I'd probably need to head to. I'll go there.
There's going to be just a normal bookseller for just like history and like knowledge.
Yeah.
There's...
No, I think an arcane tome.
Okay.
Like, wait, hold on. As in, like, books, like, magic books?
Like,
or books that, like...
So, he's gonna have books on, like, a dead mage's, like, spell book. Or, like, a, tome of, like, a cursed book. Or some type of, like, you'll write in it and only you can read it or something.
Okay, then I would just go to the regular bookseller.
Yep, there's going to be an upscale bookseller.
Okay. And I'll walk in and just, let's see what, I'll say something like, do you have any just not common books? Yeah, the
It's called
bookseller.
Terrague's Tomes.
Oh, Terrague's Tomes.
Yep.
And, yeah, I'll walk up to one of the people and just be like, do you have any just obscure, I mean, maybe not obscure, just uncommon books?
Yeah, we have an entire, section of out-of-print rare books, over here in this display case, if you, want to take a look.
Sure. Can you just, like,
So
can you suggest one?
what are you looking for? And then I can, pick one out for you.
I don't know, something for...
What type of rare are you talking about? You talking first edition? Are you talking a single run? Are you talking
something,
obscure
just something
knowledge?
that somebody... I mean, obscure knowledge would be fine, but just something that maybe is hard to read and that someone might find interesting
All
who
right.
likes to read and learn.
Obscure knowledge and something hard to learn. All right. Well, there is this. It is the Book of Impractical Occultry, a study of sex and SECTS of sex and uncommon practices of worship and sacrifice, dating with an emphasis on pre-Axon. There is this book called a detailed delve into common law as it pertains to magical transportation, which is a legal text, but quite interesting if you're interested in that sort of thing. So this book, it's less of a book and more of a collection of scholarly articles. So peer-reviewed, published articles that have been collected and collated as a single entity of different perspectives on some of the stranger theories of the world. So the round Earth theory, the bubble theory, the multi-earth theory, just different scientific papers. People have published more on the fringes, with a lot of, proofs, and most of them include their data sets in it. So that if you want to play with the data on your own, you can do that.
Yeah, that one sounds really good. That sounds like what I'm looking for.
Oh, wonderful. It's thick. It's
Okay.
like 5 inches thick. I'm like, yeah, this is, for the inquiring mind. It's, most of them are preposterous, but it's a great thought exercise.
Would you call that book dummy thick?
No, I would call it just a tome of just some of the best thought exercises for, an inquiring mind.
All right. Yeah, no. I need. Can I buy that?
Yeah, of course. Of course, all these books are for sale. It'd be silly of us not to have a book for sale in a bookstore.
It's really true.
Yep.
Well, I'll take it.
This will run 2 gold. Unfortunately, it's one of our, because it is a rarer knowledge book. It'll run 2 gold.
Okay, here you go. Here's 2 gold.
Oh, well, thank you, sir. And they hand you the 5-inch thick book. It's heavy. It is hardback. It is dense.
Okay, and then I would go to like a shipping place. Like I want to ship the book.
Yep, you can do that.
I need to ship it to a different area.
Yep. They say that they can do same-day delivery, or 2-day business day delivery, or 4 to 7 business day fulfillment.
Same day's fine. I just need. Do you have a pen, really quick? I need to write a quick little note in here.
Yeah. So they have packaging that you can put the book in for a surcharge that also includes a note you can include if you wanted to package the book for safety.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. So the surcharge of 5 silver for the packaging.
So how much will it cost me to ship
it
this
depends,
thing?
If you want to do the same day delivery courier service.
No, same
the
same
2
day's
business fine. Or the 4 to 7 business day.
Yeah.
So same day?
Same day's fine.
Yeah. So that's a courier service, sir. So that's going to cost, we do have a deal with the telepoints, of course. So we get a, government discount on that. So that's going to run 27 gold pieces and 5 silver.
Okay, we'll make it a nice round 30, and you can keep the change for your hard work.
Well, thank you, sir. Here's the paper for writing that note. And just provide the address on the package and a return address if there is issue in delivering that package. And we'll see to it. They'll would you like a tracking service on this, sir? We can notify you by we can notify.
No, it's fine.
Very good, sir. Very good, sir. All right. Just let us know when you're ready, and we'll send one of the people. I'm trying not to be gendered by saying boys, and I'm struggling very hard. We'll send one of the apprentices out running.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
So I'll just I'll take all the stuff and I'll, fill it out appropriately. Obviously the book's going to go to Liam. I'll fill it out to Liam.
I figured it wasn't for you.
Obviously. And then I'll put my name and the Guild of the Oracle back as the return address, just in case anything were to go bad. So in the letter, the note I'm going to put inside of it, I'll just to Liam, I know you like to learn, and I hope that you find this book interesting. And then I'll just say, love, Dad.
Okay.
And then I'll put it inside the book. Well, no, yeah. But I'll put it in the package with the book, and then, yeah. Oh God, is this a horrible book I'm giving my child?
No, it's a completely fine book. I
didn't choose the one about the occult.
No, I love your child. And I have a very rich world for him.
Okay.
Of who he is as a person. And you have picked a very good book for him. but I was thinking about
Mhm.
what a child like this would do when they got this book.
Right.
So,
But yeah, I think that's what I'll do.
I think Liam's gonna be the big bad evil guy.
Probably. He's the Antichrist.
He's what's the kid from Adventure Zone?
oh,
10-year-old.
the little Angus.
Yeah, little
Angus
Angus McDonald.
He's
McDonald.
not Angus.
Ango.
Yeah.
Hello, sirs.
Okay, we can go. You guys are still at the orphanage, so we're going back to Paelias. You're now very drunk. I'm not even giving you a constitution roll. You are very drunk. You are 5 pitchers of mimosas in, and you're on a mission to find Silverhawk?
Yes.
Okay. You easily find Arthur's archers, sidearms, and more on the same block as the guild. He's got, like, his sign is a little bullseye, except the red dot in the middle looks like an exploded splatter of blood across the rest of it.
All right, we're stomping in there. I'm going in.
She's, like, in one of the cubbies, just doing her archery at a target. She's got her own little, like, area closed off. She's just focused and thing, and then she does like 3 at a time and they hit, and then she does rapid fire and they hit, and she just goes and collects them all and starts back over as you're walking in.
I'm like jaw dropped, sweating, wildly impressed. But I don't want to throw her game off, so I'm kind of just slowly approaching as she continues to just rapid fire onto this target.
She just keeps doing it.
So I
going
get up
through a
closer.
pattern.
Silverhawk.
She doesn't look at you and she says yes, and she keeps shooting.
I miss you.
Yes. Good for you. She keeps shooting.
I know why you talked to my mom.
Keeps shooting and she goes.
Still has those mimosas pulsing through his veins.
She still doesn't look at you and she goes, oh, do tell, Paelias.
I think you missed me too.
That is a theory.
Oh, a better theory. You never missed me because you cared, and that's why you were watching me this whole time, so that you would never miss me.
I do care, Paelias. That is a true statement. She keeps thing at the target as you're talking. She goes through our arrows and goes to collect them again.
Do you mind if I give it a shot? Can you show me?
She comes back and she hands it to you and she gestures and she says, have at it.
Oh, we're doing this. I'm feeling the confidence. She's giving me the bow. I want to just start blasting rapid fire.
Okay, make an attack roll at disadvantage.
Okay.
You gotta get a 10 to hit the target anywhere.
Shit.
You
Well,
gotta
roll
get
number 1 was a 9. Yeah.
So it goes just short.
So I've just failed. Yeah.
Lodges into the wall underneath of the target. She's just leaning against the wall with her head back, looking up the ceiling, waiting for whatever you're doing to be over.
Yeah, Silva, did you see that shit?
Yes. Yeah, yes, I did. See that shit.
I think I know the problem. You've got to show me. Please come here. Show me how to shoot it.
Because Paelias, you know what? My job is done. I'm not here to play games. I take my responsibilities very seriously. I don't, Yep, I'm not even going to get into this with you because you're not going to remember it tomorrow. So she just stops, gathers up her stuff, starts walking towards the entrance of the building.
Oh, I'm following. Job. Okay, I'm a job to you. Is that it? No, let's do this. Let's have this chat.
I didn't say you were the job. I say I take my responsibilities and my work very seriously. And you signed over all of the responsibilities and good you could do in our home to your mother. So congratulations, Paelias. You are worry-free and trouble-free and responsibility-free. And you can just flirt around doing whatever you want with whoever you want. And I I am being reassigned to someone else. So,
Oh, well, that's lovely. That's so good for you. I'm so glad that you're happy for me as well. Oh, heaven forbid I get some rest after being on the run, after killing my brother, my father hunting for me, finally getting my revenge, putting my mother at peace, fighting for Dell, trying to please you. Heaven forbid I get to relax. I'm so sorry my convenience has inconvenienced you.
some people would say that killing your brother was your fault, but you know what?
Oh, that is rich. That is lovely, especially coming from you, Silva.
I don't need. I'm not going to talk to you. And she just starts walking away from you.
I'm not going to follow him. I'm going to try to take my rage out on these arrows and see if I can actually make one of these shots.
Okay, roll at disadvantage again. Shot number 2.
Oh, girl. Whew, 11. Okay.
So you make it onto the target on the outer rim.
He doesn't get any pluses?
He's making an attack roll.
Are you not adding anything, Paelias?
Oh, shit. No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. So you probably made it onto the rim on the first one. Add what you would add for your dagger. Proficiency plus dexterity.
Like 5 or 6.
I cannot math. Yeah, it's 6. Jesus.
Okay.
Oh my god, 11 plus 6 is 17.
So 17.
There you
So you make it decently on the target. Not a bullseye, but respectable.
go. Okay. I'm determined. I need to make that shot. It's like I'm proving it to her that I can make it.
Okay. Roll again at disadvantage.
When we're going downhill fast. That was a 9. Adding it together.
You don't make it on the board at all. You thwang into the wall again.
All right, we're gonna try this again. One more shot.
Drunkenly kills himself
Yeah.
at an archery range.
Oh my god! Yeah,
Or
shoot
someone else
Sorcerer.
and then takes it out on Silverhawk. He's murdered a third person.
18.
You get close. You're on the rim right outside of it. So you've
Oh,
got
it's getting-
you've got to get a 20. You have a plus 6. This should be possible, but you are wasted.
Yes.
If
With
you weren't
sweat and
wasted-
mimosas.
If you weren't wasted, I'm sure you would have gotten it by now.
Ugh. All right. Feeling that determination since we're inching closer. We're gonna try to make this one more shot. Ooh, 21.
Yep, you finally make it in the center, but it doesn't fill you with, happiness and success. You feel empty and tired
I snap
and
the bow
nauseous.
and storm out and vomit as soon as I get out the door.
You do that. What a good, wonderful. You showed her what a catch you are, Paelias.
Yeah.
I am now so tired that I immediately decide to trance in my pool of vomit.
Outside.
Yes.
So you just sit down to trance in the middle of the street and you're vomit. Got it. You probably trance and then you pass out. I guess you guys are there for still with the children. Chad, do you do anything else today?
Nope.
All right. So after
Other than feel sorry for myself, no.
you can go feel sorry for yourself and eventually head back to the guild. Vaan, Rhys, the feast has wrapped up at the orphanage and the children are preparing for bed. The little Aarakocra brings you with him, Rhys, to show you how good he is at brushing his teeth.
Yeah, I was saying, does he have teeth?
Brushing his beak, yeah.
Rhys takes a toothbrush and shows him how good he is at brushing his teeth too.
The little Aarakocra child is elated. He has drawn you a picture of you two as friends. And he's put a tail on himself even though he doesn't have one. And he's put little wings on you even though you don't have them. Vaan, all of the other children are just, impressed with your magic and, listening to any story you want to tell them as they get ready for bed.
Mm-hmm.
So, with the little Aarakocra guy, I'll just say, I'm Rhys. What's your name?
He goes, I'm John.
Okay, John, it's so nice to meet you. And then he gives him 10 platinum and just says, hide this.
What's your name, Mr. What's your last name, Mr. Rhys?
Oh, don't have one, doesn't matter.
Oh.
I was an orphan too.
Oh! Can I call myself John Rhys?
That's like a really good name.
I think it's a good name too. I'm gonna call myself John Rhys.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yep, John Rhys. John Rhys. And he just keeps repeating it to himself happily because he's taking your name as his last name, and now he finally feels like he belongs to someone, to something bigger. He's not just some unnamed little orphan.
Yeah, like, we're buddies now. If you ever need anything, come and find me. I live it like that guild thing.
Yeah, buddies. Buddies. And he's excited about that word. And you and Vaan, you guys go back to the guild. Paelias, you wake up in your pile of vomit. Still drunk.
Yes. I know what's gonna make me feel better. Shopping.
Well, no, I know. I was trying to think. Well, I was trying to think if we would have like a pet name.
Wandy.
It probably, yeah.
One.
Well, but I mean, right, no, I didn't know if there'd be like another name. Like, so hold on, just for background in my head, right?
You little woo woo.
Lauren's face killed.
I love this.
Really, Loris. They can see your face when I said little woo woo.
That was.
No, we're talking about Adam's fictional, estranged boo thing that he finally just caught up with, and we're trying to.
Talking to an adult that way?
I'm sorry.
No.
I'll go back to playing my nerd game. But no, they were just laughing because when I said that, you turned around and made a face and then went back to playing Sim.
Oh, shit.